Hey y'all, welcome to another episode, our third episode of Loving My Growth podcast with me, your hostess, Lavette Grant. And here at Loving Your Growth podcast, we share tips and cover topics that inspire growth. On our podcast, we always start with the word of the day, and we end with a service or a product that we want to promote that can inspire growth. So today, my word of the day that I chose is persistence. Persistence, the definition is firm or abstinent continuance in a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. The continued or prolonged existence of something. I need to be persistent. I already know that it's 2021. I need to be persistent in making my videos, doing my business, and all these things. You have to have patience and persistence in order to benefit your rewards. They're going to come. And that's totally me. It's not fast enough. It's not working. People aren't watching. But I have to be patient and have a lot of persistence. So with that, today my guest is Kathy. Kathy is here to share a little bit about herself and show us what her growth was. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Lavette. Thank you for having me.
All right.
So my name is Kathy Harris. I am a mom of two, a full-time 9-to-5er.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say I'm a 9-to-5er. I'm an entrepreneur stuck in a corporate body, trying to find my
right.
trying to find my way out.
Okay.
So I live locally. In addition to my job, I'm working on a side hustle.
Okay.
Which is I have a shop, e-commerce called Love Yada Be.
Okay.
And the mission is a fusion of love, beauty, and style.
Okay.
And so within Love Yada Be, I'm going to sell bath and body, fashion,
Okay.
and love. So right now I'm retailing. I just created a planner
Okay.
called From Here to Magical,
Okay.
and the intent was to help me move my life from what I felt was mediocre to more magical.
Okay. Which is from mediocre to magical.
Yes.
Life planner.
Yes.
Okay.
And I felt like other women could probably benefit from it too.
Okay.
So I was working with a coach who told me to package my genius.
Okay.
And so I said, you know what? Okay.
And
I'm
you-
going to go
and
for
you did
it.
that.
I did
Okay.
it. So I set a date for myself of my birthday.
Okay.
So I finished it on my birthday. If you go onto Amazon, the published date is October 15th, 2020. So I was
Okay.
really happy about that because I make a big deal out of my birthday.
Okay.
That's when I do my New Year's resolution
Oh,
on my
okay.
birthday.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. That's different.
So, I start and stop. All these things. I have all these projects. So I was
Persistent.
right? Persistence and consistency, right? So I was really proud of myself that I finished. I was like, wow, I really actually started and I finished.
Right.
So.
Okay. And you published October 2020. That was only 3 months ago.
Yes.
And look.
I know. It's tangible.
Look, it's sitting here. It's sitting here. Look, it's here.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to get started with some questions and pull some information out of you that could inspire others, men and women, young and old, to grow. So my first question would be, think back to when you were young. What did you want to be when you grew up?
So, I thought about that question.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, shoot, so when I was in high school, we would pass this book around. I don't know when it was called, but you write, where are you going to be when you're 30?
Mm-hmm.
Where will you live? And you pass it around. So I found mine.
Oh.
Yeah. So mine was, I never had an occupation. It was just when I'm 30, I'm going to be living in a penthouse in LA driving a convertible Mercedes.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't think
Okay.
like, how are you going to get there? What career path are you going to take?
Mm-hmm.
So I never really, as I got older,
Mhm.
high school, I wanted to be a teacher
Okay.
until I did a mentorship
Okay.
thing in college, and I was like, ooh, I do not want to be a teacher. And then I started working. I
Okay.
started working for the Gap
Oh, okay.
in production. And so I said, okay, that kind of took me on a whole different tangent, because I said, this is how basic, and I worked for BB. And so I said, okay, they just buy stuff and then they knock it off. I can do that too.
Mhm.
So that kind of
Mhm.
that kind of planted the entrepreneurial seed
Okay.
in me. And the first thing I made were those X shirts. I'm telling my age, but back in the, I guess, late 80s, early 90s, they had a T-shirt that just had an X on the pocket. When the Malcolm X movie came.
Oh, okay.
So I sold a bunch of X shirts, and so I said I could do this. And then I had made friends with the contractors,
Mhm.
because a lot of BB stuff was cut and sewn in San Francisco.
Okay.
So the contractors, you always befriend them. You get more with honey than vinegar,
Yes.
right? And so they would give me extra fabric and samples and stuff. So I did I made a label called Baby Fat,
Okay.
and I made hats and layettes, and I sold it to my friends and family.
Mhm,
But it said Baby Fat, but I never trademarked it. I
Mm.
never trademarked it. And so I have a friend, Troy Belton. He had a T-shirt business, and he would say, "Burglar, did you trademark your thing?" And I was like, "No, I don't have the money." I think it was like $210. I was like, "No, I don't have the money. I don't have the money." So he was like, "Okay, Burglar, you got to trademark it." And I was like, "Okay, I will." So fast forward like 6 months, called me, "Burglar, yes. Did you have Vibe magazine?" And this is when Vibe was big. It was like, "Turn the page, blah blah blah." I was like, "Okay, turn the page, blah blah blah." Russell Simmons presents Baby Fat, and I was like, "Oh my god!" He was like, "I told you." He was like, "You can't sleep when you get an idea. You gotta go."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dang, I let $200 come between me and."
What
You
that
know?
was, right?
But on the flip side, I was like, I'm thinking in line with big,
Right.
big people.
Right. Right.
So I still have my little hat with the Baby Fat thing. And
Aw.
so I just remember all those missed opportunities.
Mhm.
So I share with people, if you have an idea, follow it through.
Right.
Because you never know.
Be
Be
persistent.
persistent. So I'm not even sure if that answered your question.
No,
I kinda
yeah,
went off
yeah,
on a whole-
That was, you answered it exactly how you needed to answer. Okay, so who do you think had the largest influence on the person you are today?
So, that's a loaded question. Because my mom passed when I was 12, right?
Mhm.
So, and then my aunts. So I have to say my mother and my aunts, and then really all the women, my sisters, my
Mhm.
sister-in-law who's like my sister, my moms of my neighbor's friend. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like to say that I'm a sum of my parts, of
Okay.
all my parts.
Okay, okay,
But I guess the largest would have to be my aunts and my mom.
okay, okay.
And my sister, like my sisters, I feel like I can't even really leave
Right,
anyone out
Right.
because they all spoke into my life.
okay. Give
And
us
now
an example.
Instagram.
All right.
Now Instagram. Oh.
So give us an example of why you feel they were your largest influence. What was it that they did or said? Can you pinpoint one of those things on why you feel? Did they push you?
So my mother was hard on me. She pushed. Like I had a mother where I could not have probably not even a B. Like
Okay.
I had to do homework plus more. Right? I'm
Okay.
the youngest of 5, so maybe she thought, well, because they say if you have a family of 5, each of the kids have a different mother because then she knows how their kids are.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, a story. My brother, he ran away from home.
Mm-hmm.
So when he came home, she had oil canvas and easel and a paint set and all that stuff. And I was like, well, I'm gonna run away from home too. I want to get this Barbertown house. So I ran away from home. So my girlfriend came and got me. She's like, oh, you're gonna get in trouble. Oh, you're gonna get in trouble. It's dark. So I got home and I got beat with the extension cord from the sewing machine. And I was like, well, how come I get beat, but Michael got a whole paint set?
Right.
She was like, you know, but I'm like, well, he know better. So I just say that to say my mom was strict.
Right.
When she passed, I went to live with my aunts, and they didn't have any children, so I didn't want for anything. So I would say that they instilled in me looking your best, showing up, trying new things.
Right. Okay.
They lived in Foster City, so I had to. And I was super, super, super shy. So that kind of forced me to come out of my shell because I didn't want to always eat lunch by myself. You know,
right.
You're the new girl, so you gotta. So I think they influenced me with just go for it. You know, just for my 18th birthday, they gave me a Seiko watch. And a Louis Vuitton duffel bag and a card that said, go set the world on fire. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. You know, and so I didn't really understand the whole depth of that until I got older. I was like, they were literally giving me permission.
Right.
Like, go live your best life. And so I turned 18, 37, a long time ago. So they were visionary, you know, in that sense. And I think about, like, what was going on in their lives at that time. And they were probably reaching in their 40s. So, you know, you get your 40s, you start, they were probably thinking, we should have set our lives up, you know, so we're going to instill that in her.
Right. And they probably saw it. They probably saw all the entrepreneur thoughts and, you know, like she got
it. They had told me.
They did. They got you to bed and told you to go do it.
Yeah, that's true.
But, you know, when we young.
You know, so where did I go? Richmond, probably.
We don't listen.
I think I went to LA. You know, I did some traveling, but so I would credit them for that.
Okay. So I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit. So how often do you push yourself out of your comfort zone? Because you were saying you were shy and when you moved to Foster City.
Yeah. So so to me now, this is pushing out of my comfort zone tremendously, because I mentioned to you when it was a podcast, I said, okay, I could do that. But when you said it was going to be on YouTube, I was like, I wanted to, oh no, Don said, oh, it's actually going to be YouTube, and I wanted to say, that's okay. But I said, oh, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, this is definitely pushing myself. I've done, you know, opening up a beauty shop. That was pushing myself. Quitting my job to open up the said beauty shop with no really plan. That was pushing. So I've pushed myself, but in those moments, it didn't really feel like I was pushing myself. I was going for something that I really wanted. But when I look back, I was like, that was crazy. I can't believe I did that. Yeah. So I mean, I've done something. I've done things that from other people. When I hear it from other people, I was like, well, yeah, that was kind of. It's like I went to Paris by myself. I went with a group of ladies, but I didn't know any of the ladies. Okay. So that was kind of, you know.
Yeah, that's growth.
That was crazy.
That's definitely
that was crazy.
Growth.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have done it any other way. Doing this planner, and that's growth too, because you know, people buy from people. So I'm told that I have to share my story, right, and be comfortable being uncomfortable. So that's why. Thank you for giving me this platform.
You're welcome. Hey,
be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Because somebody else is sitting there, and somebody else is like, oh, I have all these notes and I write all this stuff. You know, why can't they make a planner and put it together and do the work?
They absolutely can.
You know,
if I could do it, anybody could do it.
Right.
All right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Vernon Lane.
Yeah, it is Ade Adewale.
And y'all tuning in to The Agenda, your #1 new and upcoming source for Black information and Black excellence.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a new episode that just posted. Make sure y'all click the link in the description. Check out our new episode and all our latest information hosted exclusively by the Dart Network. Yay!
Hey family, it's your girl, Revolutionary Rika. Please tune in the last day of every month for Revolutionary Rika Speaks at 6 p.m. If you miss it on my page on YouTube, Revolutionary Rika Speaks, check it out on the Dark Network, 247.com. I can't wait to see you. Come get this game.
Anything that I've ever done in life. To be able to have an experience, to live, to learn, it's a blessing. Girl dad, and I'm proud of my daughter. I just pray she remember everything that I taught her. Focus on love, out the hate, don't bother. Continue getting farther, work smarter, not harder. My dad died when I was young, so my mama raised me. A dope era baby, born up in the 80s. Crack era where the streets got shade. Think I ain't gonna be there for my daughter, you.
So what was the inspiration for you to do the planner?
So the thought came to me, again, I think from Instagram. I saw a post that was something about you didn't wake up today to be mediocre, and it resonated with me, and I was like, dang, that's how I feel. Like that's how I really feel every day, and something has got to change.
Right.
And then I got an increase, right? Your annual cost of living increase. And I did the math, and I was like, wow, this is literally like $21 every 2 weeks. And I just got a sickening feeling in my stomach, like, how? $42? Like, what? It's probably like $1,200 a year. And I was like, just give me my $1,200 now. Like, don't break it up into every, you know what I mean? I'm going to take a year to get $1,200.
Right.
So, and I was like, what am I going to do? Like, I can't. If you project this out, this is going to take me forever just to get $10,000. So I was like, I know God has more for me than this, but how am I going to get there? So I just started thinking, like, magical. And from mediocre to magical, this kind of came to me. So I put it on a Canva, and I printed it out, and I hung it up in my room as a poster.
Okay.
For a year, I would just look at it, and I took myself off Instagram because I said, people aren't here making money, and this is a tool, and you know they're changing their lives, leaving a legacy for their children, you know, all that stuff. And I'm just on here posting pictures. So I said, I'm going to take myself off until I can come back on and like get in this game.
Okay.
So a year, I did take myself off a year, and I got back on because I was having I had a book signing.
Oh, okay.
For a woman that I met on Instagram. So I just felt like, okay, now I can use this to try to, you know, build a business or whatever. And so I said, let me try to do something with this from mediocre to magical. And initially it was just to help myself, move myself from mediocre to magical, and it just started out as to-do lists. And then over time, it just started kind of coming a little bit together. And then there's this woman, Genesis Dorsey, that I follow, who's like a planner guru. If you want to do a planner, she'll help you, you know. So I reached out to her, and she just kind of coached me through the steps. I thought that I was just going to put, you know, quotes and put some calendar dates and send it in. She sent it back. She was like, okay, it's called From Mediocre to Magical. How are you going to get them from mediocre to magical? And so that's when the work came. So I was like, oh, I have to really, she's like, yeah, you're telling them it's from mediocre to magical. How do you get there?
Right.
So then that helped. That was a great assignment because it helped. I had to think it out. Like, how do you get there?
Right. So you did the work, and this is you doing the work. I had the opportunity to flip through, and I didn't do all the work because I'm working on it. But I'm like, if anybody is looking, which this is a perfect time. You know,
Beginning of the year.
Yeah, beginning of the year. Let's throw out the old, start something new. In going through the planner, I love that you have so many quotes, positive quotes from positive people. I think I told you that I liked, you have a page in here that has a list. And it's all one page, and it's just a bunch of quotes, inspiring quotes. Pick one, apply it, and pass it on. And as y'all can see, it's a whole page. And there's people on here that I know. There's a few that I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think we laughed. You only have one male.
Yes.
So most of them are quotes from females, but one is from a male. Actually, no, you got two.
I hope who's the second one?
Unless George is a woman.
Oh no.
Okay, George Eliot.
No, I think it is. I think that might be
A woman. Wait, we gonna have to look it up.
I was trying to be intentional for it to all be women, but then.
But sometimes quotes. I mean, hey, if it's inspiring, let's go ahead and do it. Well, I'm gonna read.
T'Challa had passed away, so I was like, oh, I gotta put him in.
Right, you did put, so the struggles are meant to shape you for your purpose, and that was Chadwick Boseman. So she has that one in here. I love me some Toni Morrison. That's my favorite author.
Mm-hmm.
You are your best thing. So on those days when you're not feeling your best, this is going to help lift you up and inspire you. And as I went through, I'm like, okay, she got the permission slip, she got the, you have to spend a little change to change yourself.
Invest in yourself.
And I mean, I think we had talked before, and I'm like, people out here spend $20 just to get in a club for what, 2-3 hours? And then when you're in the club, you're going to spend $3 on a bottle of water. That's at the end of the night. But you're going to spend $15 on a watered down drink. So why not spend $30, $40, I don't remember how much it was, on something that's going to help you grow.
Right, because you're purchasing, you have to think about it, you're not purchasing a planner, you're purchasing a value and an investment in yourself.
In yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely, you guys are going to definitely want to check that out. Why? When you can purchase something from someone local, someone like you and me, instead of Dr. whoever that put together a book and they gonna charge you a good $45, $50, $60 for something that can help you grow from mediocre to magical. Why?
Because I feel like there's so much more that needs to be done,
Okay.
and not to have regret or look back, but I feel like there was so much more that I should be further,
Okay.
right? But I'm not
Okay.
gonna, because we are where we're supposed to be,
Right.
So
But there's still growth.
there's still growth.
There's still room for more
Still
growth.
Mhm.
And every day you wake up and you do something new, learn something new,
Yep.
word of the day.
Mhm.
I mean, anything, you're still growing.
Mhm.
So as long as we're inspiring others and ourselves
Mhm.
to grow, I think that's magical.
Right.
Magical.
Right. And I think that your vibe, I know that your vibe attracts your tribe, right?
Mhm.
'Cause what you're-
Mm-hmm.
right? And loving my growth is what caught my attention. I
Okay.
said, wow, that really resonated with me. So I reached out. And, it's not going to be for everybody.
Right.
I'm finding that.
Right.
So,
Right. But that one person that's sitting there like, okay, or stumble across our conversation
Mhm.
because they just looking for something that's, we have so many funny videos and ratchet videos and all these other things out there. Sometimes you need something that is inspiring,
right, exactly.
and it doesn't have to be, oh, I jumped in and I saved a kid from drowning, or, okay, that's inspiration to help too, but sometimes you just need a little bit.
Mhm.
And just seeing where you went, where you started, and what you've accomplished,
Mhm.
that's growth.
Thank you.
We're not going to diminish that, She's Superwoman. So my next question is, what advice would you give yourself? Just thinking about everything that you've accomplished so far and where you are, what advice would you give yourself from a year ago? So think back to a year ago, where you were, what you were doing.
Mm.
What would you tell your past self?
I would tell my past self to decide.
Okay.
Just decide.
Okay.
Because I spend so much time in the contemplating and the overthinking that it really is paralysis. It's like a waste of time. And the Bible says don't be double-minded, right? So decide and move towards whatever that decision is.
Okay.
And, don't be on the fence.
Okay.
Because hours turn to days, days turn to weeks, years later you're still trying to
Right.
you're still
right.
trying to decide.
Right.
So yeah, that would be the best advice I would give.
Okay.
Just decide.
And would that advice also be what you would tell yourself from 3 years ago?
I would tell myself that all the way back.
Okay.
To just
Okay.
decide.
Okay.
Because I would don't always be on the defense.
Okay.
Be offense. Be proactive, not reactive. I feel like a lot of my life I was reacting to everything that was going on around me instead of just being laser focused on my life and moving forward, because the stuff that was happening around me I had no control over anyway.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So
Right. I think a lot of us are
women,
reactive to
especially
everything.
women too, because we felt we're the caregivers, we're taking stuff.
Right. And we don't make the time to step back, think about it, and then make that decision. It's like, if you truly believe in your decision, every decision has consequences. So, and consequences aren't always bad. The consequence of you pushing yourself and doing this planner is, what are we, 3 months later? You on a podcast, you on Amazon, you know.
And I didn't even realize that. You brought that to my attention. You were like, wait, so when did you start writing this? When you were 36? And I was like, 36? No,
I don't know where it came
I
from.
just started writing that when I was 52. And you were like, oh. And I said, yeah, that's true. Like, I decided, right?
Yeah.
I decided.
Yes.
And I wanted it done for my birthday. I wanted I could see my birthday on the back of the book. Like, okay, I made it for my birthday. So it happened pretty quick once I decided.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And got that persistence, and she moved forward.
yep.
Okay.
So,
So at this point in life, what is your top priority?
gosh, it's so hard for me to separate that from my children.
Okay.
So my top priority is to make their, leave them in a better place, right?
Okay.
So that it's, they have some support,
Okay.
and kind of guide them, direct them, and then also to just live life on my own terms. I'm part of, do you follow Ronnie Brown, Girl CEO? It's like live life on your own. I think that might be one of her tag, live life on your own terms.
Okay.
But that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
The silver lining for me of this COVID, if there's one, is that my daughter is online school, so I don't have to take her, that whole process of getting up in the morning, driving her to school, coming back, taking myself to work, and then getting her by 6 o'clock. All that was taking years off of my life. I was like, this is so stressful. I can't do this, and this is too much. And then you got to go to work and perform, but then you have to make sure you're off by 5 because you got to get your baby by 6, and you got to sit in that truck. I was like, whoosh, I can't. This is just too much. So the working from home 2 days a week, for me, it's helped me a lot. But it also gives you time to really sit back and think, hey, I don't want to do this 40-hour thing again. Right. So, yeah, in answer to your question, just build some wealth. Have get a little bit of freedom,
So when you say wealth, what's wealth to you?
Wealth to me is having freedom, having flexibility. Of course, it's monetary, right? Money, investments.
But it all kind of comes together if you have the money.
For my children, right? I'm not saying that I want to go, buy or whatever the car is now that yacht, an airplane, all that stuff. No, I just want to have a lifestyle, right, and have something for my children. Right.
Okay. All right.
Welcome everybody to the Translucent Podcast today, and
Hey family, it's your girl, Revolutionary Rika. Please tune in the last day of every month for Revolutionary Rika Speaks at 6 p.m. If you miss it on my page on YouTube, Revolutionary Rika Speaks, check it out on the Dark Network, 247.com. I can't wait to see you. Come get this game.
So what are you doing to plan or to have this wealth, this lifestyle?
So I'm planning to relocate to reduce my cost of living. Just changing my mindset and my spending habits. I would go to Target and just go in there for some laundry detergent and
retail therapy.
$250 later. I'm like, this is so stupid. I did it again.
Well, everybody that knows me is like, why is she telling her secrets? Okay, me and Target. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So it was just ridiculous. So now I've been buying stocks
Okay.
on my Cash App. It's so easy on Cash App.
Okay.
But also I follow Star, She Building Her.
I think I
Yeah.
follow her. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she has great, like everyone should follow. She has great information to if you're just starting out,
okay.
just to make just different, better choices. For because I was always at Target.
Okay. Yeah. I was just
buying
there
stuff
last
that I
night.
probably don't even have anymore. Like this is ridiculous, right? The
Mhm.
amount of money that I was spending at Target, just
Right.
stuff like that. Just
Right.
making better choices with my
Okay.
money.
Okay. So with that, tell us about your e-commerce website and all the stuff you got going on there.
Okay, so again, it's at Love Yada Be,
Okay.
fusion of love, beauty, and style. So within each category,
Mhm.
I have some offerings. I'm still kind of developing the beauty piece because I'm sourcing some Bath and Body products
Okay.
that I want to test out before I put on my
Right.
website.
Mhm.
But I have some merchandise from I took quotes out of my book, Vibe
Okay.
Higher, Dream Bigger, Live Larger.
Okay. Okay.
Is out of the book. So I have t-shirts that have this messaging on it. I
Okay.
have some hats with like magical mother. I'm trying to tie everything back, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
And I have some clothes and
Okay.
fashion.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, why don't you go ahead and get a people a little show. Show them what you got on that's on your website.
Okay, so can you see me? Can they see me? I have these. They're like parachute pants, I guess.
Exactly what I was
They're
thinking.
unisex, so and they're really long. You can pull them down, pull them up, but you can dress them up, dress them down. And then this is my t-shirt.
Okay. So you have those items. You have your planner, and then your shirt. Is it 50?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay. Thank you. I forgot about that. So when I turned 50, I had this idea to do merchandise for women who are 50, celebrating their 50 generation.
Mhm.
So I have a really cute shirt, 50-ish. I have a shirt and a baseball cap. But I'm finding that women don't want to tell their age. I was like, really? You like, why not? So
I'm 47 years old.
So again, your vibe attracts your tribe. So those people who are proud to be in their 50s,
Right.
go find me.
Right.
So yeah,
We survived and we lived this long.
right. You should be proud.
Own it. Wear it. Flaunt it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. You made
It's
it.
nothing to be ashamed of. Be
Right.
grateful.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I totally forgot about that one.
That's okay. Wait, that's why we're here. We're promoting the growth, you know. How is the e-commerce business? Are you glad you did it? Is it easy versus when you had your beauty shop?
Well, what I was gonna say. So this is a whole new generation for me. You know,
Okay.
I was really reluctant to go on social media. My sister was saying, "Kathy, you got to get on Instagram. You got to get on it." And I had a roommate before that, so this was like 2014, maybe 13, 14, 15. She kept saying, "Get on Instagram, get on Instagram," and I was like, I don't want to do social media. But when I finally did it, I was just mind blown. Like if you look at my personal account, I follow probably 5,000 people.
Right.
I was just like Instagram crazy.
Right.
And so for me, e-commerce is I'm still learning it because it's just not e-commerce. You have to drive the people to your space because how do you stand out amongst millions and millions of people?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's I'm learning.
Okay.
I'm learning.
Okay.
Of course, I prefer in person.
Right.
Right? Because I like for people to touch and feel and try it on.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm. Stretch it,
see.
smell it. All
right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not what we're doing right now. So we gotta change, right?
Right. Right.
So I mean, I think when I hear the little ding,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when I'm at night or when I'm at my day job, I'm like, yes, you know, it's great. I want more of it,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to, you know, I have to get there. It's happening. So many people are doing amazing business, scaling their businesses through e-commerce.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity.
Okay.
And there's many areas or many companies that are throwing us money.
Yeah.
Us money.
Yes.
So
Us.
we got
It's reparations. She said us.
they throwing us money. So we have to get ourselves into position so that we can receive that money, but also have a plan of what you're going to do with that money.
Right. Right.
You know, it's not just money to, you know.
Right. Well, like I said, the word is persistence. It's a patience and persistence comes reward. So that little ding is you waiting for the ding. That's your patience, and it's gonna come. If you would like to view all the offerings that Kathy has on her Love Yada Be website, go ahead and give them the website again.
So it's www.loveyadabe.life, or you can go to my Instagram at loveyadabe and click the link in the bio, and it will direct you to my Shopify store.
Okay. And do you have Facebook as well? That you
I have Facebook, but I'm
not on there as
I
much?
don't really know how to tell you to get to my Facebook.
Okay. I don't either.
Sorry, I'm on Twitter now, but
Okay. Now, I'm still trying to figure out the whole. My daughter is like, Mom,
why? Like, I can't go to.
you don't post on your Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm trying to find the time to, you know. But I do, I know you can post on Instagram and have them also posted on your Facebook. I really wish whatever dude name is it Zuckerberg? Who the Facebook dude? Zuckerberg? Can you do the opposite? So for us that's on Facebook, we can kind of link it and then it kind of go over to Instagram. Because, I mean, if they one and the same, I'm just saying.
There are apps out there now where you can plan out your posts and then they'll send it. Like Later comes to mind, an app called Later, and Hootsuite or something like that. Where you can go to one place and it posts
on all your
or many of them.
Right. Maybe I need to start an app too. Growth. I'm just saying. So please check Kathy out. Check out her offering. Check out her planner. This is the perfect time because everybody. I haven't heard a lot of people say, "Oh, my New Year's resolution."
Right.
I personally don't do resolutions because I feel once you put that word on it, it's doomed to die within 30 days. Let's change the mindset.
So, I have a habit tracker in here.
Yes.
And so originally this was going to be called From Mediocre to Magical, Change Your Mind, Change Your Life, 30 Days at a Time.
Okay.
But I felt like someone else already had that.
Okay.
So you can just, it kind of prompts you to what it is that you want to work on, and you just kind of write it out in these little check marks every day you do it.
Okay.
Get it done. And so I'm doing this too myself, so I can say,
as you can show the people her little tabs on the side.
Right.
Those tabs don't come with the book. She put those tabs. She did the work. Okay.
But so for December, I said I'm going to stop drinking soda and Starbucks white mocha stuff. So for every day in December, because I would do it every day at work. I would go buy a Starbucks and have a Coke at lunchtime. But I saved like $7.20 a day on Starbucks and like $1.25 on a Coca-Cola. So now I don't even have a desire for Starbucks. And so for January, my habit is to wake up earlier.
Okay.
So I've been waking up at 5 o'clock. I used to wake up 5 in the past, but I just kind of slipped into
whenever.
So far I've been, consistent at waking up at 5 o'clock. So just imagine if every month you set a new habit for yourself. By the end of the year, you'll be a whole new person.
Yeah.
Right?
So resolution, throw that out.
Yeah, just
we doing changing the mindset, and we gonna track the habit. And it's easy. Go ahead, get the planner, visit Kathy's website, and yeah, please follow her on all the social, Instagram now, and then your Twitter.
Twitter is at Catnicity, because Kathy Harris is a zillion of us.
Okay.
So Catnicity is my Instagram personal name.
Okay. All right. Well, I do want to thank you for
Thank
coming
you so
and
much.
thank you for reaching out.
Yes.
First of all, thank
Yes.
you for reaching out.
Thank you.
And wanting to actually come on and bless the folks with what you have. So our product, of course, for today is Love Yada B and all her items. I'm not 50 yet, so I can't do the 50-ish. I got 2 years and 3 months something before I get there, but I'm going to get there. But I do have my planner. So go ahead and shop with her. Again, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the platform and the opportunity, and it's good.
Thank you. I'm gonna keep up with you.
Okay, please do.
And follow what you're doing. I know
Yeah.
you're doing the Girl Trek.
Girl Trek.
Yeah, I know you're doing that.
Saturday the 16th, we're gonna walk. We're gonna meet at Rosie the Riveter and just walk that. It's a 3 miles round trip.
Okay.
So
Okay. And I think Girl Trek, they did something for like Black History Month or something like that where they talked about different Black history facts and something like that. I remember seeing that before.
The founders, Vanessa and Morgan, they love Harriet Tubman.
Oh.
So they're always, dropping some gems and facts about Harriet Tubman. So that's another example of 2 girls who decided and were persistent. They had a goal of, I think, reaching 1 million women, getting 1 million women walking, and they met that. So it's just great, positive.
Yes, and I found them. I found out about them through
Kaiser. You told me.
Yeah, therapy group.
Yeah,
and I just see so many people I know now follow them, and I'm like, oh, okay. So
it's a cause, and it's help, and it's needed because we are dying from heart disease, preventable diseases, right? So they're just saying if you could just get out and walk a half an hour a day, you could reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, high cholesterol, all that kind of stuff. So it's good.
Yeah.
5. Laney Eagles, Coach Beam, the best chance you, the first chance you, Laney built, protect the nest, last chance you, let's go.
It's a full grind all the time, hotter than a rest some, best some, stay again, touches on them, come to the town, don't make a sound, we loud, and we shutting it down, who wants some of this now?
Don't even try to game me, man, I'm a baller, don't even try to change me, man, this is all God, and this is what he gave me, man, might have thought it was them dudes, but it's Laney, man, hey, Coach B, do it for the team, here we go, when we get the green, nothing but a thing, do it for the dream, all day pay on a prayer and a wing.
Hard work, this my chance, show the coaches, show the fans, can I make it? Yes I can. Hey, last chance you, hey, time to grind, lights, camera, action, time to shine, I'ma get it if they on the line, I'm on to my next opponent won't survive, I've been on the rise and I'm on it now, see pressure coming, I'm rolling out. Lenny Eagles, Lenny Eagles, Lenny Eagles, Lenny Eagles, Lenny Eagles, Lenny Eagles, last chance you, hard work, this my chance, show the coaches, show the fans, can I make it? Yes I can. Hey, last chance you.
Hey family, it's your girl, Revolutionary Rika. Let me tell you how you can break every chain that has caused you to stay stagnant in your life and begin to live a life of purpose. I have developed a space for individuals like yourself to engage in conversation that allows you to make critical sense of life's challenges to help you navigate your journey. My podcast, also known as Critical Sense Making Sessions, will help you develop your critical sense making skills and a sense of belonging. My guests bring their passions, obstacles, wisdom, and resources to the conversation to understand where we have come from, where we are now, and where we are heading. Everyone can benefit from this experience. New episodes air weekly on Sundays at 6 p.m. on the Revolutionary Rika channel on YouTube. Please subscribe and listen in as I make critical sense of our world with my dynamic guests. Please email me to learn more about how you can be a guest on my podcast. I am looking forward to making critical sense with you. Be well and prosper.
Anything that I've ever done in life. To be able to have an experience, to live, to learn, it's a blessing. Girl dad, and I'm proud of my daughter. I just pray she remember everything that I've taught her. Focus on love, about the hate, don't bother. Continue getting farther, work smarter, not harder. My dad died when I was young, so my mama raised me. A dope era baby, born up in the 80s. Crack era where the streets got shade. Think I ain't gonna be there for my daughter, you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, I do want to thank you guys for tuning in. So, what did you learn today? Did you grow? Did we inspire you to do something different? Did we inspire you to think differently? Have you already stopped and went to Kathy's page and checked out her merchandise? Well, I do thank you for tuning in because today you have grown. Go ahead and love it. Stay tuned. We'll be back for the next episode, which will be our 4th. I love you guys. Thank you.
Hey family, it's your girl, Revolutionary Rika. Please tune in the last day of every month for Revolutionary Rika Speaks at 6 p.m. If you miss it on my page on YouTube, Revolutionary Rika Speaks, check it out on the Dark Network, 247.com. I can't wait to see you. Come get this game.